Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Tonight I have a recycle reuse video for you. I haven't done one of them in a while. I believe the last one I did was in the summer with the Pringles potato chip cans, and I showed how to use them for different dry food items. Well, I'm going to be making a wreath after I disassemble a wreath from my unexpected craft surprise. This is the back of the wreath and this is the front. So what I started doing is removing all these ribbons. I just want the form underneath for mine. And surprisingly, these are all attached with these big pins, like so. I have seen people use staples with ribbons, but not pins. So I'm going to have to be really careful I don't get jabbed. There must be about, I'm figuring, at least 50, 60 pins in here. So once I get the ribbons off, we're going to proceed to make a brand new wreath out of this wreath. As you can see, that's all I'm doing is removing these beautiful, beautiful ribbons. Like I said, oh my gosh, there has to be at least 50, 60 pins. I've actually never seen anyone use pins in a wreath. Like, that's what they look like. I've seen a lady use staples, but not pins. I'm thinking I would prefer the staples. Less chance of poking yourself if you decide to take it apart. I'm thinking that was the lady's logic, that if she ever wanted to redo this wreath, she could remove everything. I get it, I do. But it's the idea of getting poked with one or more of these pins I'm just not comfortable with, you know? And I can reuse these ribbons for a different DIY. So I'm going to save all of these, of course. These are going in a special box I have in my basement. And I'm just going to remove everything. I'm going to leave this yellow ribbon that she had attached on here. Only because I think it actually will look nice with my sunflowers. And I don't know, I'm really feeling the yellow. I just think it's going to look really, really pretty. Now I am going to take this menagerie of ribbons, and I'm going to show you in a sec. Look at all of that. This is like a whole pile of ribbons. I'm going to get them out of here, and they're going to go in the box downstairs so they're out of the way. I don't have to worry about pins poking my cats or me, and we're going to get into doing my sunflower wreath. Alrighty, so I saved two of this real pretty orange ribbon from that wreath, and you know what I'm going to do. You're probably thinking hanging glue, and you're absolutely right. So I have my hot glue warming up, and I'm just gonna glue one end of the ribbon to the other end of the ribbon. Then I'll glue the opposite ends together, and I'll just pull it through, loop it through, and voila, hanging loop. Pull through. Now, because this ribbon is like a satiny ribbon, I'm actually just going to hot glue underneath part of the ribbon right here to keep it in place on this yellow, like a mesh, almost kind of like a wire burlap sort of material. And I'm just going to hold that in place for a second here, because I just don't want it flipping, sliding around once I have my sunflowers attached. Okay. Like so. There's my little hanging loop. Alright, now, these beauties are all from Dollar Tree in Wolfsburg. I was up there with a friend, and I seen they had several different bunches, and I thought, let me grab these while I can get my hands on them, because I hadn't actually looked in Hazleton to see if they did or didn't have any. So I'm going to take my wire cutters, and I'm going to be snipping off all of my sunflowers so they can be glued. So, as I did with my poinsettia wreath, I'm going to start filling in the inside first with my sunflowers. So, being that I have a limited number of the yellow ones, I think I'm going to mix it up and do my yellow and brown on the inside. So, just put a big dab of hot glue, and I'm just going to press that down for a moment. And I'm just going to alternate with yellow and brown, letting the petals, of course, overlap. spreading the flower petals out as I'm doing it. You have to push that one in a little bit more. See, there is a foam ring under this yellow mesh ribbon, and there we go. I didn't have it quite pushed in all the way, but there we go. Alright, so just spreading the petals out. They were laying in the bag, so well, once I start attaching the other sunflowers, the petals will spread out. And I'm going to finish off the inside here with one more orangish yellow sunflower. And again, I'm just spreading the petals out. Like I said, they've been in a bag. And I know it looks a little weird right now, but once I have more attached, you'll see why I'm doing it that way. So, now, directly below where each sunflower is, I'm going to put a dab of hot glue. And now I'm attaching one of the yellow and orange sunflowers. And I'm actually spreading out the sunflowers, the petals from the ones on the inside, so they actually go under the ones here on the outside, if that makes sense, guys. So this is how it looks. So far, I think it's turning out so darn cute. And now I'm going to be working on the top and basically adjusting anything that needs to be adjusted here in the bag. So, let me finish gluing on my sunflowers. And here is my wreath. Now, I did have a slight mishap. Wasn't my fault. I guess the foam ring was rather old. I don't know how old. I was pressing on it, pushing a sunflower through, and the foam cracked. Essentially, it came apart. Well, I tried to push it together. There's really not much I could do about it at the moment. So I basically just glued the ribbon together where the foam actually broke, I guess you could say. And, I mean, it's retaining its shape and everything, and I think it looks really cute. So let me hang it up and let's check it out, see how it how it looks. I think it turned out absolutely adorable. I think it came really, really cute. And I'm really pleased with it. Even if about 3/4 of the way through, it did have a little bit of an accident. As I said, I was able to actually glue the yellow, like a burlap fabric it is. I was able to glue it together to retain most of the shape, so all was not lost. I like the mix of the yellow and orange and orange. Like, I have all of the varieties of sunflowers right there, and I am loving it just for that. Just for that. Oh guys, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit my subscribe button. Don't worry, I will be doing other recycle reuse videos from here on in. Not sure when, but I will be doing others. Take care, have a great evening, and I will see you all on the next one. Good night.